We are back everyone with another great game review. I'm Star Viper and today we are going to dive into the world of Sulfur. Before we start though, please do support the channel by liking the video and subscribe so you keep up with the latest and greatest game reviews. Sulfur is an ambitious modern action-adventure title created by the developers Perfect Random that combines beautiful old-school style graphics with shooter elements, delivering a fun and intense experience. The game sets itself apart with a unique mixture of looting, treasure finding, weapon customization, and a challenging and rewarding gameplay loop. Set in a dark fantasy world, the game tells the story of a priest, you the player, that has to hunt down a witch that destroyed and corrupted his church. You have to travel into the so-called Sulfur realm to hunt down her acolytes and eventually at some point fight the witch herself. The game does not have an in-depth storytelling, but throughout your gameplay you will find different characters that will sometimes tell you a few things through an old-school dialogue system. The gameplay in Sulfur leans heavily on planning and on your skills to dodge enemies as well as fast reactions. Every single time you enter the so-called Sulfur realm, you have to equip yourself with the correct loadout in order to be able to progress further. Because once you are in, there is no way out unless you get to a checkpoint where you absorb some sort of power into an amulet that lets you escape the cursed realm. This though is a one-time use item that has to be replenished every time you use it in the same way. In the cursed realm, you will encounter all sorts of enemies that will deal different damage types as well as give you debuffs. This is why it is also important to get cooking materials with you or collect them throughout your journey to cook delicious meals that will heal you. The cooking process is done through a mini game where you have to combine different ingredients to cook the perfect meal. The mobs themselves will drop different loot types as well as gold that will be handy to progress further. The gold can be used later to buy from vendors what you need. You will also get the chance to get random armor, ammo or weapon drops from them or from treasure chests that you find. Weapons, ammo and armor can be also bought from vendors as well as any weapon modifiers, buffs and different miscellaneous items. The weapon customization system in this game is amazing. There are all sorts of modifiers as well as enhancements that you can apply to your arsenal in every way you want, but you have to take care of your items because they have durability and will break down if not repaired. Speaking about weapons, ammo is the most important aspect in the game you have to take care of, because if you do not go prepared with enough, you will end up in a bad situation. And trust me, you do not want to end up having no ammo, because if you die in this game, you will lose your entire loot, having to start again from scratch. To progress further, you will have to defeat a boss, which will open up new areas of gameplay for you. Sulfur excels in its cartoonish old-school visual design. The graphics are stark, with environments bathed in muted, desolated colors that capture the grim atmosphere of the game's world. Character models are also quite solid, each of them coming with different animations as well as details to make them feel unique. The sound design complements the visuals effectively, creating an unsettling ambience. The music score is minimalistic yet haunting, which builds tension and fits well with the gritty tone of the game. Sound effects from the echo of gunfire to explosions and the mob sounds are executed with precision, adding to the immersive feel of the combat scenarios. Sulfur is a compelling, challenging game that should appeal to fans of old-school style shooters. It focuses on skill and inventory management, which sets it apart from conventional titles of its genre. While its difficulty and limited resources may feel punishing, this intensity serves to reinforce the world's harshness, making victories feel hard-earned and satisfying. Overall, Perfect Random has crafted an ambitious and engaging experience with Sulfur, offering a refreshing take on the genre. It's not for everyone, but those who are drawn to these kind of games will find a lot to love. For me personally, this game is a 10 out of 10. With this being said, we come to an end of today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next video. Respect.